What are you saying, people? Then welcome back, man. Ches99 back in the building, 2 days in a row. Back from holidays. You can see from my Ras tan. Do you get it? I can see me clean now. The rain is gone, but it's definitely raining in England, but not where I was. But nevertheless, this actually needs to be updated because we are literally 15 away from 2.2. It's actually kind of mad. I don't even post. I'm nearly on 2.2k. So that's thanks to you lot for smashing the like button for me and subscribing. By the way, there is an end goal to all of this, but it's not what you think. So just keep subscribing, keep pushing the like, and you never know where his channel can go in it. You never know where it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? All the Rivers writing Chelsea off again. We mean rivals, I think you're trying to say, but it is what it is. Got Hooks in the building. I asked him to come on because I wanted a different perspective. The Chelsea man, I was like, you know what? Not today. I want to get a rival's perspective because he helped me to line up and we can be real with it and a bit of objectivity and a bit of back and forth. So when Hooks joins, make sure you're not following him. He's in the title and he's down below in the more section. You click more, you like first, you click more, you see guest handles, and Hooks' channel's there. And also, he's in the title, so you can just click on it. And he's on roads, I think, 10k now. So be out Hooks and all the community on that side. But nevertheless, for me, 15 away from 2.2k. Everybody in here, thanks for joining very early. Smash that like. We need the algorithm back. I haven't been streaming for 2-3 weeks. I need the algorithm back. We're getting 100 people in here regularly. Solo shows, duo shows, panel shows. So I need everybody in here right now. All of you, I can see the number going up. Smash that like so we can get back into algorithm, get the community going, and everybody put in your comments as well. Sub-only mode will be going on with roughly 30, 40 people in here. So smash those likes if you're in here early and make sure you give me and Hooks a subscribe if you haven't already. But you're here for one thing only. Let's cut to the chase, innit? Let's end this waffleite. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Hooks is there. I'll bring him into the background now. The Champions League's in the background right there. You get me? It's right there. Let's get straight into it. Cut the waffle, Ches. Do you get me? Like, cut the waffle. You guys want to hear about this Bayern Munich versus Chelsea. That great thumbnail you guys see there. We're talking about that today. Nice and early. Do you get me? With all the content creators do, I thought I'd get out of the way and talk about the game. And the title, it says, Chelsea are underestimated. So people underestimate Chelsea. Listen to the stream the other day when it Hooks on. A lot of rivals, guys. A lot of rivals think we're going to get smacked up. A lot of rivals think Chelsea ain't got a chance. Do you get me? But I want to know, what do you think in the chat? Do you think Chelsea's got a chance? Because for me, it's a tough one to call. Bit Hooks, I think he's joined. I wasn't even on the tab. Bit Hooks every single time. Channels in the towel and below, so no excuses. What are you saying, Hooks, if I continue?
Yeah, no, I'm good, man. You get me? I've go grab my first 3 points of the Champions League already. 5 games into the league, only conceded 1 goal from a wonder free kick. But I'm just looking at the best at the moment. So yeah, man, I'm all good, man. Yeah, but you don't need to worry about me. You need to worry about the Titans that you got to face. Is it tonight or tomorrow?
Today, bro. Today. You know what it is? I don't know what time the game is. Let me check. I think it's at 7:45. I think it is. But yeah, tonight, bro. That's what we're going on today.
Good luck, man. That's
8 p.m. 8 p.m. 8 p.m.
It's gonna be a tricky one still. Yeah, proper tricky.
Yeah, man. Actually, you know what? I was going to talk about Chelsea, but talk me about your game. I watched a bit of it actually yesterday. Bilbao at their stadium, tough one, because before my United game, they actually had a good record against English teams, I think. So, how do you think your team went down yesterday in terms of your squad depth? Obviously, it wasn't great to start off with, but second half subs came on, made a difference. What are you saying about your team overall in terms of that game in Champions League?
I think it was a hard game. Bilbao made it very hard, especially in the first half, even parts of the second half. Like, they was pressing with mad intensity. It's like, yeah, they was giving us no chance to retain the ball. We couldn't really build up, I guess, in ways that we want to. Play kept on breaking down, but we're just defensive masters, man. Like, it's just literally what it is. Like, if you want to frustrate us, we know how to frustrate you even more. And that's kind of what we did. And then obviously, you know, Arteta made changes. They weren't the changes that I would have made. Like, I was screaming at the TV, like you need to change, make the change. Why have you not made any changes yet? But then at the end of the day, Arteta got it right. And Yeah, and I think we, like us as Arsenal fans, we just have to accept that Arteta won Arsenal the game, because if he didn't make the changes that he made, that was definitely gonna be probably gonna be a draw. At least the way that it was looking, the balance of play and all of that.
No,
So
100%. Before the subject hooks, I watched that part of the game. Yeah, you guys didn't really create an awful lot. Like, it was, yeah, the Gyökeres header was a decent chance. The Madueke cutback was in the first half. Ezzy should have done better there. Should have anticipated the ball. But other than that, it wasn't like either team were cutting each other open.
Gyökeres should have done better on that solo run.
Header, innit? Yeah, he should have done better.
No, the solo run, man. When he
on the left,
when he beat the offside, he should have. But like Bilbao were just so on defending. Like they were just so on it. Like they were just super on defending. And when a team decides that they want to do that, there's not really much you can, like, you're kind of put into like a game state where you have to think, okay, how do we break this down? Literally, how do we break this down? And look, by the time that Martinelli came on, like, a lot of their legs were probably tired from all of the pressing that they did for the entire
was funny,
game.
The way he scored was so him, innit? It was so fluky. It was so fluky.
You know what? Yeah, I don't even think it's fluky. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I say this all the time. Like, I don't rate Martinelli. Man that know me know that I've given up on Martinelli. The Martinelli project for me is over, but I can see his value as a super sub in it. But the one thing I've always said about him is, whenever you think of Martinelli, all the times where you're like super gassed about Martinelli and think he's been positive and think he's been good is on transition through the middle of the park. And that's exactly how he scored, on transition through the middle of the park. He was put in a scenario. He when he's in the middle of the park in front of goal, he's put in a scenario where he doesn't have to think. He can just let instinct take over, and it just becomes a pretty simple kind of decision of, okay, when do I shoot? Okay, I shoot now. It was a poor shot. The finish was poor. Like, he's lucky that it went in.
That's what I mean. It was a poor touch and a poor finish, but the goalkeeper, what's his name? Is it Simon?
Yeah, Simon. Yeah, Unai Simon.
He's overrated, man. He's overrated. Not because of that game, but people talk. You know what I'm saying about football? People look at players on FIFA and online. They don't actually watch these guys. Any top goalkeeper saves that. But nevertheless, he got his chance. I get what you're saying. Martin's that docu where they have too much time to think. They're not that great. But when they've got no chance to think, on the pace, transition, they're ballers. Look at docu the other day against Man U. Same thing. So Arteta's football doesn't allow players like Martinelli anymore to thrive. Hence why you want him gone, because your style of football now is very composed, measured, direct at times, but it's not as transition heavy. You get what I'm saying? So for me,
well, I mean, he thrived yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, my manager's got the tactics down to a T, bro. You get
That's what I was going to mention, you know. That's what I was going to mention to you. I was going to say, I think with your team now, I think you said it yesterday or whatever, when I was watching, I think NAF or whatever, you said your defense is so solid that you can afford to, like, give up possession and whatnot because you trust your defense. And then when you need to hit teams in the counter, you can, because you've got different tools to use. Like, it's not just, before last season, there'd be one way of playing football and that's it. Now you can actually, like, attack different ways. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what you guys would got this season. But yeah, man. Interesting. You guys got your win. So you got 3 points on the board. I don't know who you got next, but I'm guessing it's probably at home. So you probably expected to win that one as well.
In the Champions League.
Yeah.
We got I think it's Olympiacos at home.
I was just past that stadium the other day. That's a mad stadium to go to, but home at Emirates, expected to win though. So you're good 100%. To go, innit?
I expect to win all games. Doesn't matter who it is, where it is, all of that. I expect to win.
Yeah.
So I got the best squad in the world.
Best squad in the world.
My squad is the strongest squad in the world. I don't care what anyone says.
Are you talking about quality or squad depth? Let's be clear on that one.
I'm talking about quality of squad depth. Like, it's the best in the world.
Wait, that's two the same thing. Are you saying quality of squad in terms of the names and the profiles, or are we saying that the numbers? Which one is it? As the quality or the numbers? Both.
Yeah, both. Like, we got the best, the strongest. Like, there's debates you can have about who has the stronger 11, and then even when it comes down to strongest 11s, like, I don't even think there's too many teams that can go band for band with me personally. Like, especially when we start talking about defense. When we start talking about defense, there's not too many teams that can go band for band. When you talk about attack, obviously there's Liverpool, cool. But outside of that, I don't know. Honestly, I don't. And then when we go, and then you go away from first teamers, and it's like, wow, it's getting even more dark for the other team. Because look, if you think about it, yeah, do you know what? Yeah, this is it. Think of it like this, yeah. So Arsenal played Liverpool without Saliba, without Saka, without Erdegaard, without Kai Havertz, and there was someone. Wait, there's someone else. Sorry, I'm sorry, not Liverpool.
Jesus, technically.
Sorry, not Liverpool. I'm going mad. Played Nottingham Forest without Saka, without Saliba, without Erdegaard, without Rice. Yeah, those 4 players are part of our core. People would argue they're part of our core. If you go to, for example, if you go to Liverpool, yeah, and you remove Salah, you remove Verts, you remove Gravenberch, yeah, and you remove Konate. Brother, these men struggle. But we was comfy against Nottingham Forest. So I'm like, at this point, yeah, I hear there's bare man that want to do the YouTube thing. I hear it, but in my personal opinion, people got to start respecting Arsenal. It's actually at the point where it's transcending.
You know what it is though? I hear what you're saying, by the way. I don't disagree with you. I haven't talked to you. I actually agree. The problem isn't that it's the manager, bro. It's not even. Yeah. I think if you man had this is such a weird point, but if you had Pep, for example, with the same squad, if you had Slot even won the league last year, I don't think anybody would be sitting there. You wouldn't even say what you're saying. It's obvious. But I think people know your squad, but they look at your manager and go, he kind of overthinks it. He doesn't let the handbrake loose. And I heard what you said before as well. You said you could win despite the manager. Do you still believe that? So do you still feel like you can win majors despite the manager's tactics being poor? Or the subs worked the other day, but against better opposition, maybe they score a goal and you're behind. Do you get what I'm saying? So do you trust the manager to make the right decision with the squad you have?
But this is what he's got to prove. Like, he's got to prove that.
To you, right?
No, not just to me, but to the Arsenal fans, to the Arsenal hierarchy, to everyone connected with Arsenal. That's what he's got to prove. Like, I don't really need to answer that. All I know is, like, it's a struggle for me to look past Arsenal as the favourites for the Premier League and the Champions League. It's a struggle. I don't know how if we're being unbiased, like if we're removing our bias, like it's very difficult to look past Arsenal for a lot of these things. So, but that's what he needs to prove. He needs to show everybody that he's not a joke, man. And I can't do that for him. Other Arsenal fans can't do that. Only he can do that for him. So, and it's yet to be seen, but we'll find out. You get me?
Facts. A lot of people in here now. People follow up hooks in the title, no excuses. Also, press more. Guest handles, hooks' channels right there. So both ways, easy to do. Road to 10K in the hooks, I think. Road to 10K now. So we love to see it. Hooks been consistent with the mandem, so keep following the community. And me myself, very close to 2.2K. I rarely post, so thank God for that. But I need to get those subs up. So smash those likes, put your comments in. I see you guys. Talk about the Bayern Munich game now. Let's talk about Arsenal, Arteta for a bit. Like Hooks just said to end off that segment, he needs to improve himself, to the fans, to people like Hooks who are doubting him a bit, that you can actually win. Because Hooks will admit, yes or no Hooks, your squad is good enough to win the league or Champions League or both. Correct?
100. Yeah.
Therefore, there can only be one common denominator. Either fans are wrong or the manager's not good enough. We're going to find out this season. We're going to find out. So whether the rivals like me have been laughing are vindicated or we've been proven wrong. Let's see. Let's find out. Anyway, on to Bayern Munich game, which is a lot of proof is needed in that. And Hooks has rated Chelsea, so I'm not going to call him one of the Chelsea haters, but I think he's seen online. I heard even you say with Monson that yesterday Chelsea got no chance, or we got a chance, but we're probably going to lose. What are you saying for Bayern Munich in particular, though? What do you know about them so far in the season? Have you watched a lot of their games? Or do you just feel like...
I've seen a few bits.
Yeah, go on.
I've seen a few bits. The thing for me is Kane and Elise have started off this season on an absolute like they've been moving mad, and that's where I see you lot struggling, because like your defense is trash. Like overall,
I wouldn't call it trash.
No, it's overall it's trash. Like if you look at your back five, it's trash. Like overall, it's trash. Like don't get me wrong.
Here's the thing, though. It's not. Here's the thing, yeah. because we haven't seen it in the Champions League, you're gonna say that. But in the league, it wasn't trash. So where are you getting
No,
that?
your defense is trash, bro. Like,
Based off what though? Based off what?
Your centre backs are poor. Your goalkeeper is poor. You definitely need an upgrade. Reece James is very good, but Reece James. See, as Chelsea now, you're in a position where how many games in a row can you play Reece James? Because obviously you gotta be very conscious of keeping him fit throughout the whole season. And Cucurella is very good. I would go as far to say he's probably one of the best left backs in Europe at the moment. But yeah, man, I don't
know. On what Bayern Munich, but you mentioned the Chelsea defense. It is Hooks. I think on paper,
versus Harry Kane as well.
No, but here's the thing. You said our defense is trash in general, not especially to Bayern undoing us. If you said Kane is a lot better striker than our defenders will handle, that's different debate. But I don't actually think our defense is as bad as you're saying it is. It's definitely not, because in the competition we wasn't even rated to win. We won it with the best defense in the competition. In the league, we had the third best defense with the names.
What competition are you talking about? You talking about Club World Cup?
You're talking about the Premier League. We had the third best defense, 2 behind Liverpool, with Van Dijk and Konate, who you rate over my centre backs, no? So what is it about
last season?
Yeah, last season. The whole season.
How many goals have you conceded this season?
2.
You've only conceded 2.
Yeah. Wait. Palace clean sheet. We conceded 3. Sorry, 3. So 2 more than you. It's not that bad. And they were in one game, and even you saw the game we drew the other day. That's a stupid mistake, right? Like that.
I think you can.
Yeah, 3. Sorry, my bad.
Like, how many goals you concede is not the only indicator of how good or bad your defense is.
I agree with you, but my thing is with the same defense. And by the way, let's preference this. Do you rate? This leads to our game, people. So we're not going off track. This leads to Bayern Munich and Harry Kane and Lise, which hooks his point, right? That they're ballers. They perform good this season. At least he's on fire hooks. We've seen him. He's doing bits. Do you rate Cole that highly? Like, how highly do you rate Cole? Honest question. So you got like
defensively not too high, but I think he's very important to the way that you guys build. So I think that's a massive loss for Chelsea. I'm actually quite surprised that you didn't really go and replace him, to be honest. But from a defensive perspective, I don't really rate him too highly. But he's still young, so maybe over another season or so, he becomes a lot stronger. I didn't say something different.
Hook's been called out here, guy.
Obviously, he's not listening. I didn't say something different. What I said I had a stream with Wolfie, and I said, what I actually said was, what is the data point that points towards Arsenal having the best defense? And I was basically, I'm talking about the fact that Arsenal have only conceded a goal from a wonder free kick.
Oh, you're talking about this season?
In 5 games, yeah, this season. What's the data point this season? So
no, but you can, in your defense, I would use last season as well. It's a whole season campaign. That's why I'm using Chelsea the same way. Arsenal.
No, you can if you want, but I'm talking about two different things here. Like, the point I'm trying to get across is Chelsea's not defensively bad because they concede a lot of goals. Chelsea is defensively bad because you have a lot of people in your back 5 that make mistakes that they don't necessarily have to make.
That's a good point. I'll admit that although Tosin, Chalobah as a unit are fine so far, we had the first best defense last season. The Bozo moments did hinder us from going from 4th to 2nd or 3rd. I agree with you. Like, I agree with that. But when you're calling it trash, you have to include those Bozo moments. And despite that, we still had the best record in the Club World Cup with all the top teams in it. And we still had
not all the top teams, but carry on.
Let me get my point. We still had the 3rd best defense in the Premier League for a whole campaign. So despite the Bozo moments that I agree with you with by the hooks, I'm not saying I want to keep Sanchez forever, by the way, or Tosin. They're squad players. Tosin's a squad player who has to start because Fofana's not reliable. He's playing with Saliba, Saint Etienne, top baller, both of them. Saliba stayed fit, Fofana hasn't.
You Chelsea fans are really sensitive, innit? I say back 5 because it's easier to say back 5 than to say 4 defenders.
What's you referring to? Did you say?
Because I said back 5, innit? When I say back 5 in general, I'm talking about if you play a back 4, I'm talking about your goalkeeper. So you're 5 at the back because your defender is part of your defense. But obviously, the Chelsea fans in the chat, they're upset because like I don't like Liverpool fans, very very much like Liverpool fans. Like you can say 9 good things and then you say 1 bad thing, and it's like demon, hell on earth.
No, but they're being pedantic hooks. They're saying like just say centre back and goalkeeper because the fullbacks aren't crap and the unit isn't crap. It's the individual bozo moments. But you made
well, I mean, technically your unit is crap because 3 out of your 5 unit, we can agree, is not of the level that should be at Chelsea. Reece James, yeah.
Here's the thing, yeah. By the way, this leads to our point by Munich. If you're so today, for example, hooks, yeah, are you implying that today, for example, I might have a good defense, but have a bozo moment and concede a goal from Kane? Is that what you're saying to me? Because if that doesn't happen, then are you gonna sit here and say, oh, well, even though your bozo moments today you didn't and you got away with it? But then I would say
no. If
that's not how it works. The whole season
if you keep Bayern Munich to not scoring at their home ground, then that's a very good defensive performance. But a bad defense can still have a good defensive performance.
So can a trash defense have the 3rd best defense in the league though?
Yeah.
How is that possible? If we
because your players can be trash. Just because your players are trash, though, doesn't mean that they're not set up better than other teams. And then on top of that, on top of that, you man love to forget this. Who sits in front of your defense?
One of the best DMs in the world.
So I don't know. So I don't know what we're doing.
So you're including my DM in the defense, then, yeah?
No, I'm just saying the reason why your numbers aren't as bad. Your numbers would be a lot worse than what they are if Caicedo wasn't in your team.
That's a nothing point in my opinion.
But it's actually the point. Like it's actually the point. Like,
he's part of our defense. So like, what now?
Yeah, but it's actually but it's part of it's the point. Like, because I'm saying
he's not slandering Caicedo. To be fair, he's saying because of him, our defense looks better, which is probably true. But that's most teams. When Rodri's not
and I swear some games last season, Caicedo played right back anyway. So you actually had him as part of the back line.
Very rarely was he at right back during the game. He reverted to midfield, so we'd have 3 build up with a 3 at the back, and he reverted to midfield with CDM, and then they push on Enzo into the cam position. So you have 4 forwards and a striker, like we might do today. We're going to go through it in a minute. But yeah, let's not get stuck up on this too much. I disagree. I think the chat is basically being semantic with hooks. They're basically saying, hooks, we agree with you, but it's a goalkeeper and the centre back. That's the issue. I agree with them. I don't think it's as trash as Hooks making up, but Hooks is entitled to his opinion. And we both agree, Hooks, Sanchez probably won't win in Premier League unless the defense is so sick that he doesn't need to make much saves, like Raya, for example. Then maybe we could win the league or Champions League. But it's Hooks, are you really going to say to me right now, my defense can't win the champs? Okay, definitely can. Maybe not the league, but I think that in the cup competition, I think they can definitely hold up for...
potentially.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So my point is,
but you don't have to. But you've won the Champions League.
Have a chance with it.
But you've won the Champions League before, and you know yourself that when you won the Champions League, you wasn't the best team in the Champions League. The best team doesn't always win the Champions League.
No, but in my defense, I would say individually, Hooks, Thiago Silva, cold, right? Baller, Rudiger, baller. Individually, we had better individuals then than we do now. That's my point. So the individuals like Caicedo can carry a Chalobah for a game or 2 or half a campaign.
But I mean, the only difference is because people like to use heritage when it suits them, when it suits their argument.
I didn't mention heritage.
But Caicedo has never played in the Champions League. The only one in your back line that's played in the Champions League is Reece James. No one else has played there. Cole Palmer, like, cool, we're going to be shameless and say he's played
not a lot.
Barely. Then João Pedro never played in the Champions League. Liam Delap never played in the Champions League. Pedro Neto definitely never played in the Champions League. Esteval never played in the Champions League. Brother, like, I think like maybe 2 or 3 of your players have played in the Champions League.
No. By the way, I agree that you don't just go from a team who finished 6th in the league to winning the champs. But it wasn't like that for Chelsea. We've won 2 trophies. one of the trophies is bigger than the other one. Fine. Recently, with the same squad you're seeing now. So I'm not saying that means we're going to win the Champions League outright and we're clear because you beat PSG. I'm just saying, just because they haven't played specifically the Champions League doesn't mean they don't understand European teams.
No, sorry, the champion. You cannot compare the Champions League to the Conference League or the Club World Cup.
I never said it's comparable. I said it's the same squad who won. So the winning mentality is carried over. It doesn't mean the Champions League is the same quality as the Club World Cup because it's not. I'm saying the mentality, at least my players know how to beat a big team in the final. For example, yours don't. Hence why when you played them, you struggled. When we played them, we won it. Now, the Conference League, people laughed at, but winning that mentally just helps. If we didn't win the Conference League and we lost to Betis, do you think we beat PSG? I don't think so.
But what's your overall? Are you saying this because you think you're going to win the Champions League?
I'm saying.
Otherwise, you're making enough. Your
point was fair. Your point was fair when you said we haven't played Champions League before, so the heritage of winning it is different. Like Kante at least played it before, so when he won it, it wasn't a shock, and he's a baller. I'm saying Caicedo hasn't been in the Champions League yet. This is his first season, but that doesn't mean because we haven't been in the Champions League that we can't bring that mentality that we won the Club World Cup with beating PSG into these games at Bayern Munich. That's what I'm saying to you. That doesn't mean. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's going to translate to you're going to win the champs because you beat PSG, the best team in Europe. Doesn't work like that. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't, going back to the main point of Kane and Elise, I'm looking at them as a threat. But when I look at their defense, am I really the same worried about their defense like I am my defense? I think it's about the same. Like, have you seen Bayern Munich's defense?
Jonathan Tah's pretty good.
Is he?
Upamecano's been pretty decent this season. Conrad Lima's been pretty good at right back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like Manuel Neuer in goal, there's no comparison between him and Sanchez. Like just put the goalkeeper in the bag. Then obviously they've got Kimmich and what's the guy's name? Kimmich and Goretzka that sit in a double pivot ahead of the defense. Like, I mean, like. Look, I like obviously because I know that like I said, Chelsea fans very similar to Liverpool fans. They get very offended very easily. They're very sensitive. I'm not saying that you can't beat Bayern Munich. I'm saying that at the Allianz Arena, it's very unlikely that you will beat them. Like very unlikely.
I will admit it is a tough ask to go there and win. A lot of Chelsea fans, I watched content yesterday. They're very confident in the Hooks. They're very, very confident.
If it was at Stamford Bridge, then it's a different story.
I don't know. Do you know what it is? I was watching the videos from yesterday. And a lot of Chelsea fans are confident, and I'm trying to figure out why. A little segment on this now, leading up to Chelsea talk as well. But a lot of Chelsea fans are confident, Hooks, because of the fact that we've been written off. Like when Chelsea get written off by yourself, when you say, "Oh yeah, it's going to be tough," Allianz Arena. For some reason, Chelsea just performed. Like I don't know if that's going to hold truth today, but a lot of people, when they underestimate Chelsea, we usually perform good. I don't know what it is. I don't know why that happens.
I think we're delving into the realms of like anime now, bro. Like, what do you mean? Oh, we're gonna do well because people doubt us. I don't even know what that means.
Because I think what I'm saying is, when rival fans and the usual social media gets these players, yeah. Like PSG game, for example, nobody was saying Chelsea can do something decent. It was Chelsea played the Conference League, were mid, they finished fourth. Cool, you're not beating PSG because you couldn't. PSG beat us and they beat Liverpool. So how are you going to beat them? We then go start them 3-0 in the first half.
Yeah, but you beating PSG was a shock.
What do you mean?
You beating PSG in the Club World Cup was a shock to anyone that has a brain. PSG were the best team in football. That was a shock result. That wasn't like that. That wasn't expected. That actually wasn't expected. What are we doing? That actually wasn't expected.
But no.
Are we going to pretend like it was?
What's your point? Are you saying what's your point here? Because I said that's my point. People didn't expect it. Hence why when it happened, people.
Yeah, but that's not why it happened. It is not. That's not why it happened. It didn't happen because people didn't expect you to win. That's not why you won.
I never said that's the reason why we won.
That's the point that you're trying to make, though. You literally said Chelsea fans have confidence because we would help.
Here, by the way, so big up Hooks for joining. Subscribe to Hooks Road to 10K, and plus Press more, sorry. His channel's there. My channel's right there. Subscribe to me. Cool. Hundreds of people in there. Cool. Whatever. Hit a like button for people commenting because Hooks is chatting. He's trying to rattle people. Not me, though. Trying to rattle
What
you, man.
What are you talking about?
Yeah?
I'm not even... Do you know what the maddest thing is? I'm not even being disingenuous.
I didn't say it. I think... Who said it? Someone said it up here, Hooks. So it's a top rattler. I was like, oh, interesting.
I dare a Chelsea fan to tell me right now that they was expected to win the final against...
No, but I'm saying, Hooks, you're not listening. You're actually listening.
Yeah. Tell me it wasn't a shock.
Am I going mad? I said to Hooks, based on the Chelsea Bayern Munich game, when people write us off and they go like, Hooks is saying, yeah, but Kane and Elise, Allianz Arena tax, aura. Basically, what Hooks is telling me, look at the aura.
I haven't even written you off.
I never said you did. But I'm just saying, you know, when other fans do the whole like, oh, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, first time in champs, give it a rest, man. Put the fries in the bag. And then when we go and win or draw, everyone's like, I knew Chelsea could do this. They always do this. We'd keep making the same mistake. The Chelsea fans and players, they seem to get a hype over people saying, doesn't mean we win the game because of it, but people underestimate so much. And when we perform well, it's a shock to them. But was PSG a shock to me in terms of us performing good? No. I wasn't expecting 3-0 Hooks. I wasn't expecting 3-0, but am I shocked we won the game?
Did you even predict that you would win in the final?
I think I said penalties, or we did narrowly lose. I didn't think we'd win 3-0.
So you didn't predict a win?
I thought it'd be a draw. Maybe penalties.
So you, as a Chelsea fan, didn't predict a win, but it's mad for me to say that it was a shock result.
No, the shock result was the 3-0, not us winning. I'm not overly shocked we beat PSG. I'm overly shocked we smacked them 3-0 in the first half. That's where you're shocked as well. Was you expecting 3-0 in the first half? No, you was not.
Yeah, but why is that, Ches? Why is that?
We beat them 1-0 with a stinky Palmer penalty. No one's sitting there going, wow, Chelsea World Cup champions. Like, yeah, it's a good result. You beat PSG on the off day. But it's how we beat them why everyone's shocked. Do you get
why is that, Ches?
I think, in my opinion, people underestimated our squad because you won the...
No, that's not why.
You asked me what questions I'm answering. People underestimated our squad. They thought the Conference League mid, which I agree. Top 4, what you should be doing with 2 billion spent that rhetoric.
Wait, so if you agree, why is it underestimating?
No, underestimate in terms of people write us off. You haven't, but people haven't. You know this already. Be on the streams. We're not stupid. You ain't got a chance. Bayern Munich, Allianz Arena.
How can you be written off from winning the? That doesn't even make like, bro. Are you man really this insecure?
Is there a word of Bayern guess out, or can they keep up with Prem T's fitness? It's a Liverpool fan.
Is it? Are you man this insecure? Is this how insecure you are?
No.
As soon as people think that you're not going to beat Bayern Munich, it's Chelsea being written off.
Bro, man, what Hooks? What did I say that's insecure about anything about my team right now? What have I said?
Because you're basically saying that people are writing you off because they think that you can't beat Bayern at their ground.
No, people writing us off from even getting a result like it's going to be clear, consequential, like 2-0, 3-0, Allianz Arena. Chelsea haven't played that kind of level yet, Champions League. I listen to it and I go, interesting. You do this every single time. So when we do the opposite, it's a shock. The 3-0 was a shock. But beating PSG wasn't a shock to me. I didn't go into the prediction going, we're going to get smacked 3-0 by PSG. I was like, it could be a tight game. Don't write us off, but I expect us to probably...
What happens if you do, though?
Do what? Get smacked?
Yeah. Well, what will you say then? What would the people in the chat that are telling me somehow I'm bitter, but nobody actually knows what I think is going to happen in the game? What happens in the game then? Like, let's make... No. You don't invite me onto your stream and dodge my questions. Answer the question.
Nah. What I'm saying, I'm answering the question with, I'm going to look at where we think we could lose the game. That's what I'm going to say. So you're saying if we do get smacked, I'm saying how would we get smacked? So what position?
But what then? What if you do get smacked?
The only way, linking it to the team, and so we don't too much time on this, the only way we get smacked is if, for example, like I agree with you, Sanchez, Tossins.
I don't care if you do get smacked. I'm telling you what happens if you do, because you're talking like you won't.
What happens if we smack them? What are we doing here?
What?
How likely?
I promise you, if you don't answer my questions, I will leave. I'm not wasting my time.
Hey guys,
I promise you, I will leave.
Hey guys, see what's funny here? Hooks is asking.
I promise you wholeheartedly.
Let me ask you a question. You said if we get smacked. I want to know why you asking me if we get smacked or not. That's
because you man are all moving like man are bitter and all of that stuff, and you're pretending like you can't be smacked by Bayern. Cool. Man are underestimating you. Cool. Man are writing you off. Cool. So then what happens if you actually do then? What will you say then?
I don't think that's gonna happen. If that was to happen, I would be shocked by that. That's what I'm saying to you. So if Hooks is asking me the question, go, Ches, if you get smacked by Bayern Munich, what are you gonna respond like? I'll be shocked in it. Like if we get smacked by Bayern Munich, what? Hooks, what's a shock result in terms of smacking? 3-0? 2-0? What are you saying?
I don't know. I don't know what shock result would be.
Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, for your question.
It sounded like you man think that them winning 1-0 would be a shock result.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're being unreasonable now. No one said that. What the only thing I'm saying, not to you, because you haven't said we're getting smacked. To the people going to me on streams, when I'm listening on streams, going, Bayern Munich, yeah, work cut out, bit too far for Chelsea, Cobble Cup was cool. I expect Bayern Munich to easily win. I'm like, cool. Like, I don't think that's going to happen. You just asked me if we get smacked. I'll be shocked if we get smacked by Bayern Munich. Like, I think, Hooks, would you not be surprised if Chelsea lose 3-0? Convincing. Be honest. Answer my question now. Would you be shocked if Chelsea gets smacked 3-0? Be honest.
Not really. Bayern are a really strong attacking team.
Fair enough. Hey, this is a reverse question.
But the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if Bayern Munich beat Arsenal 3-0.
Oh, what are we doing? Of course you would be.
No, I would. Bayern Munich have a very strong
Munich right now. You just said you're winning the
They have one of the best. They have one of. I never said I'm winning the UCL, so that's not.
Someone said that. So that's what.
Yeah, well, don't. You should know better to listen to nameless, faceless accounts. Do you get me?
What did you say on Wolf Machine? I haven't to watch it back. Did you say you have a chance of winning it? Right.
I said we are the favorites.
So you're the favorite. So the favorites to win UCL, we're gonna lose.
The favorites don't always win.
No, of course not. But why do you rate yourselves the favorites? Because you're a squad, right?
Because of our squad depth and how, to be more specific, how we defensively set up. I don't think European teams will be able to break it down.
Cool. So no more. So based off the fact that your defense hard to break down, etc., you expect Bayern Munich, despite the fact they've got Kanes and whatnot, you just face a Liverpool team that you've already said only beat you by a screamer. You've only conceded 1 goal in 5 games, but you wouldn't be shocked if you lose 3-0.
Brothers, they've got one of, if not the best striker in the world, and they've got one of the best right wingers in the world playing for their team.
I got one of the best 10s in the world playing for my team.
What does that have to do with me not being shocked about them scoring 3 goals?
Before, the one you were telling me to answer, that's how I'd be shocked if we lose 3-0. That's my reaction. Because I rate my Caicedos, Palmers, Enzos, to answer your question fully, I would be shocked if we lose 3-0. That's why when you mentioned to me our defense is trash, your words, disagree with that because I got Caicedo, because I got a good unit, because I got good fullbacks. Despite the bozos, 3rd best defense in the league. So I would be shocked if we lose 3-0. That doesn't mean I'm going to beat them 3-0 like PSG. That was a shock. The result, the scoreline was a shock, not the result. If we beaten them by a penalty shootout, would you be sitting there going, "Oh, yo, Chelsea done their thing"? You'd be like, "It was a tight game. You managed to catch PSG on the off day." That would have been a narrative.
Are you Chelsea man are so Do you know what? Yeah, I haven't been on a stream in a while on a Chelsea channel and I've forgotten how sensitive and emotional you man. I can't believe the stuff that I'm seeing in the chat.
Don't let the chat do this, man.
I can't believe. But I feel sorry for. I don't mind, innit? But I feel sorry for you.
If I go to Arsenal team, you know what it's like, innit?
God forbid, you ever become a Chelsea fan that doubts his team. You're gonna have headache in your chat.
No, Hooks.
You're gonna have headache,
bro. Hooks. You know the Brentford game and all that. I said to these men in the chat, I said Chelsea ain't winning 5 out of 5. They were telling me, Ches, you're negative. You're a pussy. And look what happened. 2 out of 4 wins.
Headache.
I said to the man, chat, tell them if I'm lying. This isn't for Hooks to give me justification. I don't give a crap. I told the chat, we are not winning 5 out of 5 games. Ches, stop being shook. We've won 2 out of 4. Let's keep it moving. Bayern Munich, Hooks. Do you feel like Chelsea have enough in their lineup and their attack? Have you seen so far in the season to cause them damage? Or do you feel like...
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, cool. See? These men I told you, I'm the biggest doubter. That's the irony.
No, man. I Ches, man. The way that you, have pulled the wool over these man's eyes, I have to question their intelligence because you're one of the biggest flip flops in the world, bro. You will actually predict your team not winning just so if they don't win, no one can grill you online.
This is the thing.
That's actually what you do.
That's actually what you
do. That's actually what you do.
Hey Owen, tell him. I just keep it real.
Nah, man, they don't. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. They actually don't know. They actually don't know. It's crazy. They don't know your behavior. Like, they don't know about conversations backstage, and you get me. They don't know, bro. They don't know, man. They don't know. They don't know. Just
Nachi, let's not do this narrative. This isn't true. Why we listen?
You're protecting yourself.
Bro,
I hear it.
I said go to gym. That's ironic. That's ironic, by the way. But bro, I'm not protecting myself. Trust me. Like I just keep it real. Hooks doesn't like it.
No, you don't keep it real. Stop saying that.
Double bluffing. Like
stop saying that.
Win today. Like do you know what I mean? Like we're not gonna
win. That's what you do, bro. That's actually what you do, bro.
I don't do that.
You 100% you do that, bro.
Exposed to jinx. Listen.
Yeah, 100%. These men don't know. These men don't know. They don't know.
Let's end off soon. But I want to ask Hooks a question very clearly and end off. Yeah. What can Chelsea do? Give me some positives to Chelsea. Yeah.
Wait. Hey, by the way, I got to address something. Yeah. Alright, this me though, brother. Yeah. By the way, he forgets. Yeah, that I created the song for a minute. Yeah. But all he's doing is he goes from stream to stream that I'm on, chatting rubbish about me in the stream. But he doesn't even come to my stream to chat rubbish to me. But by the way, he's chatting rubbish, but he's not focused. Yeah, he's not focused because his team got knocked out of a competition. Yeah, before the transfer window closed. How dare a Man United fan have the gall to chat to anybody about anything? How can a Manchester United, let's just deep it, let's just part them, because obviously on the internet everyone's gonna when did they win the trophy? When is Arsenal win the trophy? Oh, let's trophy, all of that shit, but these man got knocked, bro. Grimsby Town felt like they could rotate against Manchester United and they still won, but Manchester United fans have Bro, I can't believe it.
You're getting called out, man. This is for
so
you.
Mad. It's so mad. So mad. I can't lie. It's too mad. I'll take heat from Chelsea fans. I'll take it from Liverpool fans. I'll take it from even
Newcastle, to be fair.
I have to listen to Tottenham fans a tiny bit because they won the Europa League.
Yeah, give it a slack in it. Like they won.
Manchester United fans.
Nah, they've gone from 0 to 0 real quick, bro.
Have some shame, man. Have some shame.
People, let's ask Hook's question. Who are you looking at from Chelsea's team that can cause some real damage to Bayern Munich, man? Who are you looking at as a rival going? If he turns up, Chelsea got a chance to get a result. Who are you looking at? I've got a few names, but
Pedro Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, I'm looking at Pedro and Palmer and going, yeah, they're going to be your difference makers. I think based on probably ability, you could throw Estevao in there, but I don't know how Estevao is gonna fare against, like, because he's young. Like, how is he gonna fare against grown men in the Champions League?
Guess what? But people have them in the starting 11 like here. I personally don't, but I'm assuming for you, man, and Hooks as well. A lot of people have Estevao starting, but I don't know about that one, man. What do you think? You shouldn't start?
No, I don't know. I don't know about, like, I'm not saying I wouldn't start him. Like, he's probably ability-wise your best right winger. But I just don't know how he will fare against grown men in the Champions League, innit? I think we understand. Going to Bayern Munich's ground is just difficult already in itself. Like, if we want to talk about teams with heritage, Bayern Munich have heritage in Europe. Like, of course. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difficult place to go to. I think if he can if anyone is going to make a difference for your team, it's probably from an offensive perspective, it's probably going to be Pedro, Palmer, Esteval. You know what? I wouldn't even be surprised Enzo getting one of those crash the box goals.
late
Like
run.
it could happen, but other than I don't know. Like look, can Chelsea score goal? I think it's going to be a high scoring game. That's the maddest thing. I actually think it's going to be a high scoring game. But
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think that.
But I don't know. I don't know, man. Like that's just my opinion. If you're asking me who the danger men are,
you look at,
yeah, that's probably those are probably the people I'd be looking at.
No, 100%. And I can't get Timo right now, but if you look at Stanisic for left back for Bayern Munich, he's not the strongest left back. They got Jonathan Tah, Upamecano, Lima. I think my attackers could cause them a bit of issues because Tah and Upamecano would prefer the lap type guy who's going to make a run and physical. But all these guys, like João Pedro, drop into the middle. They create those pockets. And with guys who aren't that quick, like Tah, Lima, and Stanisic, I can see Esteban Neto getting some space. But let's have to see, man. But I give hooks there, man. If Enzo Fernandez, he does suit European football, play well in the World Cup. He suits a slower pace kind of game, more tactical game, rather than the Premier League's a bit physical, even despite the fact he does run around a lot and he's a bit more physical than people make him out to be. But I don't think this team lacks anything in particular other than, like Hooks is saying, which I agree with, the Bozo moments. If Sanchez and Tosin have a good game in isolation, which even Hooks says can happen, then we've got a chance to win the game and even get maybe a positive result as a draw. So I'm not really going too tough.
Nido, you're 14th. Like all this typing in the chat, it don't make no. It's not adding up. It's not adding up.
Ollie, what's your point, bro?
I thank you, Olu.
Hey, Hooks, be real. What's that got to do with me making predictions about the team? What is going on?
This guy tags me in everything on Twitter when it comes to Arsenal. When Chelsea don't win, I don't see man anywhere.
But man's away on holiday.
I don't see no tagging on Twitter, no nothing.
Man's away, G.
You're actually the most shameless.
Bro, man's away.
It's very close between you and Don, who's the most shameless Chelsea fan.
No, but Hooks, here's the thing. Was I not
very
away?
Close. It's very close. Very, very close. Very close.
Hey, Nick, I know you're here. Nick, you can back me up here, man. Like, man's away on holiday, innit? Like, what do you want me to do? Do you get me? But anyway.
You've tagged me and stuff when you've been on holiday. Don't do that.
Maybe I'm free on the bus or whatever, driving. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, sometimes I lose connection. Do you know what I mean? But I personally think I wouldn't mind that team in terms of João Pedro, Neto, Enzo, Palmer, Esteval, Caicedo, Reece James in Bayern, and Tosin Chalobah and Cucurella Sanchez in goal. It's more shameless. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Who knows? All because you're away doesn't mean you can run. You have a phone. Wait, what? Anyway, back to the game. Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, for me, have a lot of weapons. I'm seeing... This is their team you're hooked, apparently. Elise, Gnabry, Diaz, Kane. Should I be worried? Worried?
Yeah.
In midfield, they've put Pavlovic, who's a baller, by the way, and Kimmich. And back four, Stanisic, Tah, Upamecano, Lima, Neuer, and goal. I think we match each other up. The only player there, who I'd say is clear of anything we have, is Kane and Neuer. Everything else is much of a muchness, bro. Is Tah and Upamecano much better than Tosin and Chalobah? Is it miles better than them?
If I was a Chelsea fan, I would say no, because obviously, like Chelsea fans live in a vacuum.
No, Hooks, I ask you, bro. Are you a Chelsea fan? I ask you, bro.
No, because obviously Chelsea fans get upset when you don't.
No, I don't care about it. I want your opinion. That's why you're here. Do you think it's miles better than Tosin and Chalobah? Be real.
I rate Chalobah. I really don't rate Tosin. Like,
okay, so maybe one for one, the other one maybe not. Fair enough.
They're definitely both better than your centre backs.
I'll say as a unit, yeah, but individually probably not. Is Lima and Sanchez better than Cucurella and James? I would personally say no.
No, I would agree. No.
Cool. And then Neuer is better than Sanchez, despite Neuer being like 39.
It's not even close.
He's an all-timer. So the only positions, like I said, I'm looking at going, that's a mad upgrade. Kane for João Pedro, Nacho Pedro's a baller. Neuer for Sanchez, and maybe Diaz is a bit better than Pedro now. Maybe.
Wait, what? Elise is clear of your right wing.
Is Elise clear of Palmer?
Is Palmer playing right wing?
No, but he'll drift, innit?
But is Palmer playing right wing?
Hey, how about this? Who's going to perform better today, Hooks? Gnabry or Esteval today? If Esteval starts.
But Gnabry's their 10. Why are you comparing their 10 to the...
Because we both know Gnabry, Elise will definitely swap in game, bro. Elise's got high IQ. You can play in the middle, play on the right.
Bro, why are you dodging Elise being their right wing? I don't understand why you're doing that.
I think he'll start right wing, but I'm just saying, like Palmer, who starts right wing, they drift inside. Therefore, Gnabry occupies a different space on the pitch. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he'll start right wing. But Elise isn't clear of Palmer.
By that logic, Kane drops into the 10.
Of course he will. We know this, though. We know this.
Okay, so should we compare Kane to Esteval then? Because Esteval is going to be drifting into the 10.
No, but Kane is their 9, though.
And Elise is their right winger.
All right, cool. Is Elise clear of Esteval, in your opinion?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Wait, do you disagree?
No. I think, hey, cool, let me make it clear. I know Hook's going to try and clip this up. I think...
No, I'm not going to clip up anything. I got nothing to
let's do numbers, yeah, because I've got to go soon. Let's do numbers, Hooks, yeah? Elise is a what out of 10? 8 out of 10 right winger?
9.
Okay, 9. He's performing cold, first. I think Esteval's like a 6. So it's like he's better.
So you think that Elise is clear of him then?
No, I don't. Okay, cool. I think Esteval's a 7. Like he's not Elise's level yet, but he's much younger than him by 2-3 years, and I think he's also a baller. So maybe he could perform good in a one-off game. Maybe. So I'm not looking at it going, Elise's like flipping. Who can I bring up in the league? Let's say Pascal Gross in it. Like it's not like that, innit? You know what I'm saying? Who's a right winger in the league who's like decent? Madueke. Hey guys, you see Elise and Madueke, yeah? There's levels in it. Like we offload man like Noni to Arsenal and that.
And then you go and sign Garnacho.
Oh, see, now you're moving the goalpost. Talking about right wingers, bro. Garnacho's not right winger. Anyway, Noni to Elise. You see there's levels. We give our scrubs to them. We face the good scrubs, the good players, innit? They get me. Esteval is cold. He's just arrived though, like my man said. So I'm not really going to compare them like that. But I'm not saying that's a mad jump. Palmer is better than Gnabry, and Neto and Diaz. Maybe Diaz is better than him by a little bit, maybe a little bit. Kane's clear of João Pedro at the moment. Cool. I don't think there's anybody in their team other than Kane and Neuer who I'm going like. And
wait, now, I want you to be honest, Ches, because I know you're doing that thing right now where you're trying to protect yourself from later on. Do you think Neto is better than Diaz? Hey, you run your own channel. If your channel's not a safe space,
no, this is a safe space. This is definitely a safe space.
Then you can, bro. Feel free to be yourself, bro. Like, do you think Neto is better than Diaz? Don't be scared.
No, it's not about being scared. I'm trying to evaluate it. Sometimes you've got to be less is more in it. I'm trying to think.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
I said this by the way to Hooks like 3 times. We agree. I don't think Hooks said the centre backs maybe, but I'm not really hearing it. Diaz is better than them, Hooks, but it's not by a lot. Let's do numbers. If Diaz is a 7, Neto's a 6. If Diaz is an 8, Neto's a 7. It's not that much difference. Are you going to say Diaz is one of the best left wingers in the Premier League when he was here? Where was you rating him last season?
I don't know, maybe like definitely top 10.
Yeah, see.
But I don't think Neto's a top 10. I don't think Neto's top 10.
I think he is.
But I don't like Neto. I never liked Neto. I didn't even like him when he was at Wolves. I didn't want him. I was one of the few Arsenal fans that actually didn't want him. So
no, 100%. Not. By the way, we know when we signed him, a lot of fans were happy. A lot of rivals were like rah. A lot of people also were like, I don't really rate him. He doesn't score a lot of goals. I hear that. I'm not going to be like, Hooks, you must rate Neto. I agree with you. He's not got the greatest output. If you want output and you want that kind of flair, he ain't that kind of flary output kind of player. But he does make a difference on the pitch. Diaz is more direct and more of an output guy. Despite that, his output ain't great. That's why I rate Diaz more of like a 7, 8 out of 10. Maybe. His finishing isn't great. That's what I'm saying to Hooks. It's not great. Who was better last season, Gakpo or Diaz? That question both.
I think Gakpo personally.
Right, so I was about to say the same. I think Gakpo is better than last season. Diaz is good, by the way. He's just not levels. Chelsea fan here. Much prefer Diaz. Neto cool though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 8 and 7. Facts. But anyway, last 2 minutes of the stream. Let's get Hooks' prediction on the team. I've read out the Bayern Munich team. I put the Chelsea team on the screen, which I think will play. Maybe Esteval will get dropped and he'll play Garnacho on the left and Neto on the right. Maybe. I don't know how that's going to be in terms of the fans receiving that, but is what it is. I'll put on the screen one more time the team Pies predicted it to be, and I'm going to go with this one as well because it's most realistic. So we've got James inverting in midfield. We've got Esteval starting in the Champions League for the first time. Same with Palmer, Enzo, Neto, João Pedro up front, and the back three would expect with Sanchez in goal as per. So
why do you have it like that though?
So what? Which part?
Why do you have it laid out like that though?
What do you mean the team?
Because you don't play a 3-2-4-1. Like you won't start the game. Like basically what I'm saying is I find it very weird when people do lineups to make their lineup their in possession lineup.
Out of possession, James will obviously go back to right back. But I think in possession, this is how we look on the ball. And by
you play 40-3-1, no?
No. We barely play with a back four. We always
no. I mean, when you're starting, like when your starting lineup, it would be a 4-2-3-1, no?
Oh, good question. I think it changes up. Sometimes it goes 3, sometimes it goes 4. It's going to be 4-3-3, yeah. So let's say Hooks, you're correct. So on the 4, you would have Enzo, Caicedo, James back in the right back, and then you'd have the front 3 and João Pedro up front. So yeah. So yeah, you are right in that respect. It's 4-4-2 on paper, I think he's trying to say. Yeah, so
4-4-2 on paper.
Yeah, so you can have it drop where James goes back, and then you have the 4 and then the 2 up front with you'll probably put Neto up there. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Gusto might play. He might play and be overlapping. But Hooks, people don't know whether we're going to do the PSG team, like with the overlapping fullback thing like Gusto, and invert Palmer on the right wing like Elise with the cut in, or we're going to go with this kind of team where it's Palmer in the middle and Esteban holds the touchline. So it depends. We don't know yet, but some people predicting this. Let's go predictions anyway. This is the team that we might use today. There's a number of teams. I'm not going to go through all of them. What are you saying for score predictions? It's a high scoring game. What are you saying?
I don't know. Probably the same I said on NAF. I said this. On BSB. It's either. I think it'll either be a 2-2 draw or Bayern will win 3-2.
So either way, a tight game basically.
But I mean, like Chelsea could also win 3-2. I just think it's going to be a high scoring tight game. Like, there's not, like you're not going to get steamrolled. Like, I wouldn't, at least if you're a betting man, I wouldn't predict a steamrolling. But either way, to be fair. But it's just one of those games where either teams can win. And quiz pursuit. See, this is what I mean. People don't listen to understand. They listen to respond. I never said you're getting slapped. I said I wouldn't be surprised if you ended up getting beat like a 3-0. I wouldn't be surprised. I never said Chelsea are getting slapped. Not once in this whole stream have I ever said that Chelsea are getting slapped. So all you man were doing up this hype in the chat, yeah, flirted these settings for no reason, because I never said Chelsea were getting slapped.
No, he asked me a question, but he didn't actually say it. He Hooks himself in the beginning, to be fair. We was having a conversation about it. I would be shocked if we got slapped. I think Hooks would be as well. Ben's with prediction 2-2 and 3-2. I'm going to go with it. I was going to say 2-2 anyway, but just be different. I'll go 1-1. Both teams will score. I generally don't think they'll outdo us by a lot. I'll be very shocked if we lose at 3-1, 3-0. I'll be very disappointed because I think we've come a long way since the pot season when we lost to Liverpool in that final, getting bummed out, bantered online. Since then, I haven't seen us get slapped up like that once. We've lost games like Arsenal where it's been annoying, like 1-0 headers and all that. That's jarring. We've lost games against City where we capitulated, but we've never got slapped. So I wouldn't expect that to happen today. So if we did get slapped by Kane and them, man, I'll be very, very annoyed. But people, before we leave, last few seconds, putting the score predictions below in the chat. Subscribe to Hooks, road to 10K. Very, very, very close. To me, road to 5K. I want to get to 2.2K first. I know a lot of you subscribe to this channel. Follow Hooks in the title. Press more. Guest handles. Hooks is there as well. Very, very easy to do. Goes live daily with different panels and different shows. Those are the people that we probably see on the stream as well. Be up me though. I know you and Hooks a love-hate relationship. Be it yourself, bro. Be it every single person who joined. Put your score predictions in now. I want to see what you man are saying. 100+ people in here at one point. Love to see the community come back. Been a while since our streams. A bit of yourselves. Hooks is the real one despite all the banter. Yeah, man. It's cool, man. It's all cool. Don't take none of this personally, man. Let's beat
No,
people.
I am the most balanced football YouTuber online, bro.
He loves you, really, Hook. He loves you, really.
But everyone knows it's cool. Yeah, you get me.
Man.
I made a song for man, you know. I can't believe I made a song. I can't believe I made a song for man, and then every time I'm on different streams, man's trying to
for you.
Get me.
I said, man's
can't
dodging.
believe it, bro.
We better see some armpits from Red Spurs this season. That's a fact, by the way.
Bro, quiz. Don't ever call my club Red Spurs ever again, bro.
You need to start winning something, though. All due respect.
But I won something 6 years ago. How about that? I won the FA Cup. How about that?
Oh, see, that's good time to end the stream, people. Then that's what I'm saying to people. Be like the people, then, man. Hooks in the channel. You know what to do. You know the vibes. Love for love. We'll be back either tonight or tomorrow talking about the game. Up the Chels. Hopefully we win. We're over 1-1. We keep it moving. But hopefully we can win. And Palmer could turn up. Love for love, people. In a bit. Thanks for joining.